Robinson's distinguished legal career has been punctuated by a number of significant firsts. Upon graduation from Yale Law School, Ms. Robinson joined Debevoise & Plimpton in 1966. After 2 years with the firm, Ms. Robinson requested a 4-day work week in order to spend more time with her family. This agreement resulted in one of the first flex time programs in a big New York City firm. By 1976, Ms. Robinson's expertise in handling trusts led to her promotion as the first female partner at Debevoise. Currently, Ms. Robinson's clients include leading financial institutions such as Citibank, as well as nonprofit tax-exempt organizations such as Yale and Princeton universities. In 1994, Ms. Robinson took office as the first female president of the New York City Bar Association. During her 2-year term, Ms. Robinson spearheaded a study examining the lack of women in senior ranks of New York law firms. Since then, the percentage of women partners has increased approximately 7%, inspiring Ms. Robinson's continued support of professional women. Among her other activities, Ms. Robinson currently serves on the Mayor's Commission on Women's Issues.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Barbara Paul Robinson.
Thank you, all of you. I'm actually going to echo much of what you've heard before, because I'd like to end this extraordinary evening by sending each of you off with a challenge. Each of you are pursuing your own lives of achievement, and I would like to urge you as leaders yourself to draw upon tonight's great examples and commit to making a difference in bringing others along with you, especially those who still face difficult barriers, and to helping them to become the very best they can be in our great profession. And as you've heard this before this evening, I think the inspiration of the American Lawyers Equal Justice Works Fellowship and the brilliant example we saw is just marvelous, so that's very thrilling for me. I thought you might also be interested to know that my firm of Debevoise & Plimpton and I have recently established a lecture series at the City Bar Association, where I, as you heard, was privileged to serve as president. This series will spotlight lawyers as civic leaders in the hope that, very much like tonight's event, we can inspire others to and energize them to emulate the examples of leadership. And these outstanding lifetime achievers that you've heard from tonight are just stellar models for the program we hope to pursue at the Bar Association. So my congratulations to each of you, other lifetime achievers. I'm deeply honored and privileged to be in your great company. Each one of you has made a difference for others through your own public service, your own leadership. You've heard the stories about the fights for civil rights and opening opportunities for people of color and for women. And my profound thanks to the American Lawyer for allowing me to share this evening with these fine men. A special thanks, of course, to my own lifetime partner and love of my life, Charlie Robinson, who has given me such extraordinary support and encouragement for now more than 43 years of marriage. Thank you, sweetie. And of course, thanks to my tolerant sons who put up with my schedules and have made me so proud of them. My younger son, Torrance, is here with his marvelous wife, Laurel, the only other lawyer in our immediate family. And my older son and his wife, who are now living in London, are sorry not to be able to join us. My lawyer brother, Ken Paul, is here with his wife, Jill. But I think as you heard the story, you know I wouldn't be standing here if it hadn't been for my wonderful firm of Debevoise & Plimpton. The firm demonstrated its own leadership by taking a really big chance on me. First, simply by hiring me, and then by sticking with me when I presented a difficult problem for them. I'm especially proud that our firm has been part of the American Lawyers A-list from the beginning, and thank Rick Evans, our presiding partner, for his own fine leadership. I'm also honored that my very accomplished partner, Mary Jo White, is here tonight, along with so many others of my partners and colleagues. You have all been my very happy professional home and my very good friends. But just to remind some of you who may not remember the environment at the time I was first hired in 1965, there were virtually no women in law. Certainly not a single woman partner of a leading New York law firm, and precious few in the law schools, hard as that is to think now. I was one of only 7 in my class of 180 or so at Yale Law School, and there were 2 in the class ahead of me, and that was terrific. So much of the world around at the time was closed to us: the dorms, the gym, the main reading room at the Sterling Library. The list could go on. And many law firms told me openly they would never hire a woman. Debevoise not only hired me, but 2 years later, when I asked to work on a regular schedule after my first son was born, it would have been so much easier to say no. There were certainly no models or precedents to look to, but somehow the firm was willing to be flexible enough to try to accommodate my unusual request, and then to make sure it worked, eventually allowing me to work part-time for 4 years. Now, there have been so many changes for the better for women ever since, and you've heard the numbers a bit, but there is still a great deal more to be done to retain and promote and advance women to senior positions in our profession. The challenge is far greater for people of color and other disadvantaged groups. And as we become increasingly global, we know that our talent will come to us with many different backgrounds, cultures, and traditions. And yet, as our firms grow bigger and more geographically extended, it's even harder to retain a sense of personal intimacy that makes it easier to respond to talented lawyers who may just need a little extra support and encouragement to enable them to thrive. So I hope you will take my challenge to heart, and as you leave tonight, I urge you to renew your own commitment to serve as leaders in our profession, and as part of your leadership, to make sure you help others join you and take the shining examples of the lawyers we have recognized tonight with you. So thank you for allowing me to be part of this.